Oh, you know what? I forgot one thing. Well, a few things. I was like kind of in a rush, ready to go and hit the jet skis and everything, which was a crazy experience that I may add also to my documentary. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll think about it. But I did flip over and had to swim all the way back to the jet ski, and that was pretty crazy. But I'm here. So what I want to do is I'm gonna switch the view. The lighting is not all of that right now because the sun is still coming up. Still kind of early. But another thing I wanted to chime in on about leadership is that do not be afraid to take ownership through leadership. Now, you know, at school, we always focus on student ownership and we want our students to take ownership in their work. Okay? Well, just like you have to take ownership in your work, you need to take ownership in being a leader. For instance, if I'm at the front and I have someone that wants to answer a question, then I have another student who actually knows the answer also, but is afraid to answer. Don't be afraid to answer the question. Just raise your hand. If you know it, good. If you don't know it, that's fine too. The thing is, I want you to be confident enough to fail and succeed because, see, when you fail, you learn from your failures and it actually makes you a better individual and makes you a better learner. If you're just always winning all the time, what are you really learning? You're not going to learn how to fail and you're not going to learn how to overcome adversities. And what I mean by overcoming adversities is actually learning what did you do to fail, and then you're going to learn how to actually pick yourself back up and try again and try a different approach because sometimes that first approach was not the best option and you need to go to option number two or option number three. So in order to also be an effective leader, you have to take risks, and you have to take risk in education. You have to not be able to be afraid to fail. You cannot be afraid to answer a question wrong in front of somebody, because by you taking the initiative to stand up and honor what you believe in, that's going to give your peers around you the courage to do the same thing. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you will become. Trust me, I do it every single day at work, in public, no matter where I am. Okay? And sometimes I'm in the unknown. I'm in an area that I'm not used to being in. And I have to bring more of my personality out. And the more I do it, when I become, in a situation or when I come into a situation, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. I'm confident because I know that I am a leader and I know that all the things that I have done at this point in my life so far has given me the tools to be an effective communicator, be an effective leader. And it all starts by something as simple as not being afraid to raise your hand and participate in the classroom. That's why I always want everybody, I mean everybody, to participate in the classroom because it will help you. You will not be an adult out in public afraid to voice your opinion or voice your concern or speak up or just interact with a complete stranger. And sometimes when you do that, you will be surprised at how much you have in common with so many people. And then you'll realize that we are basically all the same. We all want the same thing, meaning we all want to be happy. We all want to live a comfortable life. We all want to be successful. We all want to be liked and loved. Everybody has that feeling. But it's just, what do you do in order to get there? And it starts with simple things that I like to teach y'all and, just tell you about, give you some insight about. I'm not able to have these kind of talks all day in school in the classroom because we have to focus on academics. So this is kind of like my outlet to just kind of give you a backdrop to the backstory, because you know we're participating in the main story, but this is kind of like behind the scenes. And sometimes behind the scenes it's more, well, it's more effective than the actual movie that's being played. All the people working to make everything right. And I'm just doing this to give y'all a little extra push, a little extra help, a little extra confidence. Okay, so that was on my mind, and I felt like I had to do a part 2 to the first video that I shot yesterday. All right, it's time for me to get some breakfast and enjoy my day. Until next time.